I think actually that was like an 8-hour day, and that was the first like shoot I had to do all day, so I kind of came in that fired up. But I'm glad I was able to hit that early.
So the one thing they didn't ask you.
Don't tell me you got follow-up questions on that.
I got follow-up questions.
All right.
So they didn't ask you celebrity crush, that kind of thing.
Okay, celebrity crush. I don't even know how to pronounce her name, but it's like Emmanuelle Chriqui. She's Sloan from Entourage.
Oh, okay.
So I just call her Sloan. But yeah, that's my type right there. So that's my girl.
Because she's got she's brunette, she's got the right height.
Brunette, bombshell, she's got the whole thing, face, boobs, butt, freaking everything, man. Yeah, she's got it.
How about athlete crush?
Athlete crush, I did this Q&A on Twitter yesterday, and I said it was the pole vaulter, Alison Stokey.
Alison Stokey,
yeah, I'll go with her.
And is the
like I said, keeping it the brunette, and keeping that tight. What were you saying?
And is the Olympic Village really as crazy as they say for dating and everything?
Yeah, I think what helps is that you're not allowed to bring no family, no friends are allowed to stay overnight. So it's kind of like just the athletes.
Right.
So I'm sure some people get bored at night when they're done and wander into other people's dorms and buildings. But Alberto kind of kept us. I was racing early, and so we kind of stayed outside of the village some nights, to kind of get some good sleep. So I didn't really take advantage of all the fun activities that everyone was doing.
So is that going to be different in Rio?
It depends on the schedule, I guess. I don't know when the 15 is, if it's beginning of the meet or end of the meet, but usually the 15 is always at the end, so everyone's out partying already while, we're disciplined and going to bed early, so hopefully we'll have opportunities to really enjoy the beach scene and everything that Rio's got to offer.
Okay, I know that's silly, that'll be good stuff for NBC.
Yeah, cool. Thanks,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the schedule, Nick Willis said that he really thinks you guys are 5K runners, sort of faking it as 1,500 runners with a little speed. You've thought about moving up a little bit to 3,000 maybe indoors. So Rupp just moved up to the marathon. Could we see you? Your dad had the American record in the 5,000. 2020, will we see you in the 5,000, do you think?
It's so far away, I'm not sure. The way I look at it, as long as I'm continuing to do well in the 15, I'm going to stay in this event. So if I come short up on a medal again in Rio, and we think that this is about as good as I've done in this event, and we need to move up, then I'll start planning for that. But as of right now, I'm focused still on the 15, with no intentions of moving up yet.
And then you got the big showdown with Willis tomorrow. But at USA Indoors, if Rupp runs the 3 and you run the 3, 2 training partners will clash. Do you guys sort of go back?
Plus Jenkins, yeah.
Oh yeah, so we got 3.
Only 2 spots.
So are they trying to? Seems like Alberto would push you to the 1,500, so all you guys could go. How does that decision get made, or is that a little awkward?
We're leaning probably towards 15, but it's still up in the air. We're not sure yet. We were just kind of waiting after this race to see. And Alberto's never someone to make a decision based off of other people. It's whatever is best for you. If I'm going to medal in the 3K, and then I'm going to run the 3K. Not just because we have 2 other guys in that event. So we'll see how Millrose goes, and then we'll sit down and take a look at what the world is doing in each event and see what's my best chance at medaling.
Do you guys trash talk a little bit at practice, sort of?
All the time, yeah. Galen gives me more crap for not leading some of the long intervals, like the tempo runs where I'll sit back and this and that, and then Alberto, obviously, if we're doing mile repeats, for instance, I might do 1200s, and so they'll give me crap for going less and shorter than them, and it's not my decision. So we just it's just playful stuff that you would do in college.
And did you watch? I assume you watched the marathon trials on TV. What was that like? Was that inspiring?
Very. Galen running as well as he did, not surprised. I've been a training partner of his for 4 years, and he's been putting in the mileage for years, and he's just one of those competitive guys that doesn't matter what the event is. You could throw him in a Diamond League 800 and he'll mix it up with those guys, no doubt in my mind, as is Mo. And so, he's just a competitor, and, I think the marathon was something now he can kind of take a load off his shoulders. Now he's already qualified for the Olympics, but I'm sure he's going to want to defend his 10K title too. So.
And what's your mileage at? What's the most you ever run?
The most I've gone up to is probably about 100 miles. I'm not a big time mileage guy, and that's all I really need. And then obviously I scale it back during the racing season.
And what's the longest you've ever run in one run?
I think probably 18. Yeah. Just a long run, nothing fast or anything like that. But I was doing that like not this past fall, but 2 falls ago, and I think we thought that was a little bit too much for me, so we kind of brought my long runs back a little bit more.
So Rupp is safe from the marathon from you for a while.
I'm safe, yeah. I'm safe from him.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.